All right, welcome everyone to yet another Newsday podcast. The selected few that have been enlightened know that this is the greatest place to get news and info about FFBE. You know, like fuck wiki ratings and dreams, fucking calculations, who cares? Sinzar's videos, not good, not good. This is the place. By the way, hi Sinzar and Dream. How are you guys doing?
Hi, we are right here.
I was going to say I'm happy to be here, but now I'm not so sure.
I'm just kidding, Sinzar. You know, we mention your videos in every podcast. You are the best content creator in FFB. I'm just glad you're here with us.
Let's go make our own Newsday with blackjack hookers.
Okay, interesting. All right, but hey, this is an interesting week. I literally haven't looked at anything. Sinzar, what did you say? Is Cactria a mage? So yeah, obviously Cactria is the banner.
Yeah, she was supposed to be like the big, hallmark debuffer unit, and based on what we have very, very limited info from the news, but based on what they're like highlighting is like she's got like killers and magic stats or cards all about magic. She's listed as a mage, so it seems like she's being promoted as like a water mage, and I am not happy about that. Like,
why?
Water
Why are you
mage,
not happy?
Yeah, breakers don't need any stats, so like.
Well, because like
I guess
water mages are such a crowded like role. Like water mage, like the most common mage we have, like Luna Freya, Milo, Shu Yi, Faisal, all. Yeah, like most of the mages are water. Like
that's true. Actually, I never thought about it. You're right.
It's not the kindest element for it, though. She does seem like she might be equally as much an earth mage as a water mage.
Yeah. So I mean, there are some reasons for you guys saying this. I see this now as I'm reading. So obviously, first to explain to the listeners, so Cactria seems to be a debuffer in her base shift, and then her base form, and as she brave shifts, she becomes a mage and debuffer. That's. I mean, I told this to Sinzar just before we started recording, but I'm much more excited about a mage than I am about a breaker. But now that Sinzar, that you said this about water mages, now I'm less excited because. Yeah, it would be cool if it was like, earth or wind or some other element we don't see that much of.
And based on her imbues, I think that there's a good chance she'll be like a physical attack mage as well with imbuable attacks.
That is a good point.
That's interesting. We haven't had any of that in a long time.
And I mean, we have like that's a history. Like GL has a history of good units that are physical mages, right?
Yes, like Yoshikiri.
Like Yoshi, indeed. I think that's a great example of a really strong unit that's a very strong damage dealer, almost. Could have been. But yeah, I also see that I'm looking at her STMR. That's a 200 magic knuckle, so fist, right? And interesting thing on it is that its Prickly Punches passive boosts physical and magic damage against beasts and demons. So that still speaks for what you're saying, Dream, about that this could be a physical type magic damager.
Yeah. Because she has self-imbues too, so that's, it
could be but many units have self-imbues in the sense of, like, it's just good for them. Like, I mean, Lightning has self-imbues and...
No, but if she wouldn't be a magical DPS if she had self-imbues. That wouldn't make sense.
Oh, wait, it's actually only a self-imbue. Oh, sorry, you're absolutely... I actually read it as it was an AoE water imbue, but no, this is a self-imbue. Yeah, then it's guaranteed. Yes. It has to be.
Yeah.
I think, I wouldn't be surprised because her base form also has the buffer icon. I wouldn't be surprised to see like an AoE imbue on that form as well.
Let's see.
Yeah, we only know there's a self one so far.
Design is pretty cool, though. She kind of looks like a Gundam.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, she looks familiar from another franchise. Yeah, she looks like a Gundam.
Or something, like she kind of reminds me of Xenogears from Xenogears, the game that 5 people played, but that is actually the best RPG ever. Sorry?
Various anime blade halos.
Yeah, it's like it's cool. I mean, it's a cool design. It's a cool design.
Penny from Ruby is quite similar as well.
Yeah,
there's certainly elements there.
But it seems like they're following this trend of giving us the other on-banner unit, like an unreleased Season 3 unit. So, Sinzar, do you know anything about Kalmia? What is she about?
Yeah, she was pretty much like a joke on her release 2 years ago in JP, and
Oh,
she has not
that's good.
she has not been buffed.
I
So
mean,
take that as you will.
I I think for when she was released, she got a worse rap than she deserved. But yeah, she's still just like a mediocre
Oh,
7-star healer.
wait, this was the first healer that could cure zombie, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Single target zombie cure.
Yeah. So that was kind of her. But I mean, wasn't she in JP specifically released before a zombie trial or something like that?
She was released for Scorn of Shinryu, and for those of you that did that, a year and a half ago, was curing zombie ever a problem? No,
No,
that's
it
why.
really wasn't. Yeah, but I was just
That's
gonna
why.
say, wait, did we not get a trial that had zombie mechanics? But no, we actually did. It was just never a problem. Okay. So that sucks. Like, so that means that pulling on this banner, the 7-star. I mean, of course, for collectors, like I'm always happy to get a 7-star I never got because it's nice to have the units. But really, even her SDMR is really bad.
Yeah, it's pretty underwhelming.
Oh, one thing I want to say about Kalmia is seems like she is gonna have a 90% attack magic break, so that's cool on a Magnus. But she doesn't seem to follow the meta of
No,
being a
that's
strong. Yeah.
that's Cactiria. I
Oh
think
yeah,
my
sorry.
version of
What did I
Cactiria.
say?
You
Calmia.
said Calmia.
Oh, thanks guys for catching that. Yeah, no. But she doesn't seem to follow the trend of actually having strong offensive breaks that we've seen in a couple of units like
She's got the
Bradley.
85 still.
No, yeah. I mean, she's
got
obviously a
85
meta
full
breaker.
break.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it could have been like 87 or maybe even 90 or so on. Like, we've seen Venera, we've seen SOS, we've seen Bradley. But we don't know.
Bradley's
I mean,
only
again,
85, isn't he?
who?
Bradley's only 85.
Wait, doesn't
I
he
think
have
it's
87?
no, it's still just
That's
Venera
Prompto.
and SOS.
Oh,
Uh,
Prompto has 87. Yeah, I was thinking of Prompto. My bad. I knew that one NVA we got
okay.
recently had a bigger offensive break. It was Prompto. Okay. Huh. But okay,
I mean, maybe she'll have it on her LB or something, but
yeah,
we don't know.
Let's see. Hey, but Sinzar, I mean, I'm still like, I am still more excited about a mage though than a breaker. I'm gonna be honest, because like that at least
see-
has a role.
You see, not me. I like we have so many DPS. We have a new DPS every single week. I want a absolutely 100% purely dedicated NV support unit that does nothing but has all the support in her kit. I wanted her to have the offensive and peril fields, weapon and perils, high tier breaks, good normal and perils to everything. Like I wanted her to have all that and like no damage. Forget damage. I wanted her to strictly support the team. And it seems like she's gonna be like, oh, I can break, and then I'm gonna do damage as well. Like,
But this surprises me a bit,
we
Sinzar.
have that already.
Yeah, but this surprises me coming from you because you're a really big DV player. You always rank really high on DV. I mean, would you ever see yourself using like a pure support unit for DV?
You mean like Mastermind Zon? Yeah, I would.
Okay, but I mean, Mastermind Zon has this very, very specific. Like, okay, she would have to do that, I guess, to get because.
Exactly. Like I wanted her to have a niche as a really powerful support unit, like Mastermind Zon. Not the
okay.
same thing he does, but something along those roles, like that makes him worth or makes her worth bringing into a party, even though she's not contributing damage. She's contributing it through other ways. That's what I was looking for.
Well, I hear what you're saying. That is, I mean, honestly, I am always more excited about that type of unit. But what I also see is kind of, I mean, this is going to be a more value in this unit, right? Like, if she is a mage that, I mean, maybe she's a global original, she could actually be a mage that hits as hard as evokers, but actually has room for killers or something like that to really, like, amp up her potential or something. I mean, I don't know. I'm just theory crafting, but that could be exciting.
I mean, as far as we know, she could still have. People in the chat are mentioning, we only see like 4 abilities. That's absolutely true. Tomorrow's or Thursday's data mine,
have a whole
she could
bunch of
have,
stuff.
she could have everything unlisted and more. So we don't know yet. All we have to go on is these 4 abilities they've previewed.
But I mean, you also have to realize that they chose these 4 abilities, right? And they chose the small icons. So I guess like they are trying to tell us a bit about it. And like, again, looking at the magic card, it's pure magic,
I mean, again, breakers don't need stats, but
Yeah, I mean, of course, it could be a breaker that has just really good SDMR Well, it's still a magic fist. Like, who the fuck is gonna wear that? Are you gonna give that to Sabin? So it's like, yeah, I don't know.
Particularly for her.
Yeah, Nexus is saying in chat that they choose randomly. Well, you know what? That could actually be the case. It could be. Let's see. Let's keep our hopes up. I mean, I'm still always excited about the GL exclusive. GL exclusives are always fun units. I mean, I still use Yoshi, and it's like I just enjoy GL exclusive units. Okay. So what type of event are we getting? Like, does someone know?
It's basically the same sort of thing as we had with Kairos, but with the second of the fan design bosses, with a much more difficult to say name.
Ah, okay. So it's one of those where we're gonna have multiple levels, right? And then the final level might actually be, well, it was never challenging, but it was challenging to OTK, which was actually fun to build for.
Yeah.
Energy Devourer Mater Celestis?
Calestus or something.
Celestis, yeah. Sure. Okay, and some nice drops, like there's a good magic trinket in there, there's some killer materia. This is gonna be good.
The big one's the killer materia again, because again, this should be like 75% both races, both damage types, and 2 copies craftable.
Yeah, if they follow the same recipe as before, which is really good. And this time is Beasts and Fairies, which are 2 really good killers to have.
Yeah, and Fairy is the final boss for this DV.
Oh,
So it's really good.
Also, I just want to interject in here. A tip: last month when we got the one for the human and demon, I saw a lot of people crafting 2 of the final tier. I would say consider only crafting 1 final tier and keeping 2 of the second tier.
This is what I was saying. This is what I was saying too.
You can stack those in global. Like, yeah, I am definitely not making 2 of the final tier. If it's the exact same where we get 2 of the final or 1 final and 2 of the second tier, I'll be keeping 2 of the second tier.
Yeah, I said this in Discord too, because I was like, hey guys, doesn't this make more sense? I actually made 2 of the final because everyone said it, but now I realize everyone's an idiot. I should have asked Sinzar. He would have given me the right opinion. But yeah, okay, so that is a very good point. Not just that they can stack, but my point was also, in DV you want to gear multiple DPSs, and it might make more sense to be able to gear 3 people with 50 plus rather than only 2 with 75. So that there's always that.
Also, I'm just going to call it now. Next month, with whatever third one we'll get, we're going to get one for Machine and Stone, probably.
Why? Is that because that's the DV?
Just vaguely remembering like the design of the third boss that won.
Ah, okay.
It's like a big mechanical castle type thing.
Right. Okay. Yeah, we're getting also a meh free vision card. I guess they want to fill the pool with completely worthless vision cards, I guess.
It's another one of the ones from JP.
Yeah, I mean, it's really not great. Like, its stats are mediocre. There's some resistances on. I don't know. Like, okay, it's really good if you need water and earth resistance, I guess.
Yeah.
But I leave that.
It's the same pattern of ones we've got, but with different resistance stuff.
But I'm leaving that to the listeners to, go and look at these vision cards and see what they are. Oh, but we are getting the new DV now. And so it's magical ice and wind, fire and darkness, water and earth, lightning and earth, and then Master's Phantom Domain. We still don't. Okay, so we don't know what the last stage is gonna be. Okay.
It's
we
the
do
same as
JP, but...
and do we know what was that?
Yeah, it's earth and something else for physical, water and fire for mage, and then the final boss is a spirit.
Okay, all right. Well, hey, nice fire for mages. Like someone that doesn't have Luna Freya and probably is not gonna have Cactria. I'm gonna be trying to finish with Terra and Roy. So that sounds good. And what else do we have? This week? We had a lot of stuff. New story. Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, story chapter is more Lapis. That's not really notable.
I mean, like, hey, you don't skip cutscenes. You must be looking forward to learn more about the story, right?
No, the current one I feel like it has dipped again in quality.
Dipped again? That's kind of like saying that Super Water is not as good as it was before.
It was okay for a while.
Yeah. Okay, no, I agree. I mean, I still loved the season 1 and 2. I religiously loved and watched every cutscene. So, And then we get the new Dark Visions ticket summon, and there are some actually interesting units in this pool that might be worth mentioning. Because actually it's SOS Lightning. For those that missed her, that's a really strong unit still.
I would still really like her.
Yeah. And then also some mages, like we're getting Physalis and Fina and Sol, which are also still good units to have around, right? But so that's, and then of course Bart's is in the pool as well as a rainbow. So you want to get that win team up and running. So it's quite interesting actually. It's an interesting. I mean, still old units, all outdated, I guess. Sinzar, how was it on like for you and JP? Did you ever use any more? Like, I mean, I guess SOS Lightning, but like Dark Fina and Sol and Physalis, were they ever used anymore?
As for that personal damage, not really. In JP, JP doesn't have Zon, so you use them on any magical demon fight because they buff the AoE demon killer. But their personal damage is it's not anything impressive. And it's also Earth Element, which is never an element going forward in JP Dark Visions. So, and we're pretty much always copying the elements from JP. So we're not seeing Earth Mage for, I guess, ever going forward.
Yeah, I remember. I think it was Dream that said it on the regular podcast as well, saying that Earth Magic was bad just because of that reason. That like it's not gonna get used in any trials
as well. Yeah.
So yeah, that's a bit of a shame. But it might be at least a chance for some people that feel like gambling to get another SOS Lightning. Although again, chances are so low since it's being shared with 3 other NV units, and one of them is Firion, and his only use is a bow or his STMR. So be careful with that. But I guess let's talk about the big thing. So before the podcast, we already started talking about this. The Fountain of Lapis changes. Who can tell me what they are?
So the fountain is nerfed. It went from 2,000 lapis on purchase to 1,500 lapis on purchase, and it went from 250 lapis per day for 30 days to 300 per day for 14 days.
Right.
So that's like 4,000. It's less by 4,000 now.
That's a pretty big deal. So I mean, of course, now since as you said it, it's 14 days, right? So there is the option of it being bi-weekly, I guess.
It's a mini fountain.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mini fountain. I mean, it also depends on the price, right? Because I was saying before the episode, like, what if this is the regularly priced fountain, but bi-weekly?
No, it's going to be cheaper.
You think?
Yeah, it has to be.
Why? I mean, like, you have an awful lot of faith. Why are you trusting so much?
Because if they won't make it cheaper, like a lot of people are not going to be happy about this.
It should definitely be cheaper.
Yeah, but exactly. So Maxi wrote in the chat here, it's gonna be $7.99 instead of $11.99. Yeah, exactly. And this is what I think too. Like, it's gonna be cheaper, but not gonna compensate for the amount of lapis we're getting less, right?
I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the same cost per lapis or slightly less.
Yeah,
just
maybe.
Because
Let's see.
If they make it work, like this is directly bottom line affecting. I don't think they're pretty dumb, but they're not dumb enough.
No, that's true. That's
people angry like that.
Yeah, okay. But by the way, there have been some really dumb shit happening. But okay, sure. I mean, it is a pure lapis to dollar conversion, so of course people would notice if this new fountain had a much lower dollar per lapis value, for instance, or rather much higher dollar per lapis value. I mean, so let's hope. I don't mind it's bi-weekly. I would like if it's half the cost of the normal fountain, I will pay it twice. It's okay. I don't care. I would like it to be permanent. That's all. Like, I just want the fountain always rolling because that's what I would buy in this game. Because you all know I'm a hoarder now, right? I have 4,500 lapis. It's never happened before to me in my life. It's like, I don't even know. Like, do you guys think I should do a daily on this pod?
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
Wait. This is like having one angel on one shoulder and the other on the and the devil on the other. So Sinzar, you get to be the tiebreaker. Am I gonna do a daily for Zidane?
Dailies are usually a bad idea.
There we go. Sinzar, help me here. He helped me retain my self-control, even though I have no strong damage dealers right now because everyone got crept so fucking hard by Noctis, Arden, and Zidane, and I have none of them. I'm gonna wait because something might be around the corner, you know. Okay, so everyone is. So some people are saying pull. Nexus in the chat is saying Zidane fucking sucks. You're not wrong, Nexus. You're not wrong. He's very hard to use, but he's also extremely strong when he hits. Okay, Sinzar, I saw you talk a bit about it in the Wiki Ratings chat yesterday, where, you know, like, maybe sometimes the Wiki Ratings is a bit too anal when it comes to certain ratings, because Zidane has a very specific use.
I didn't quite use that terminology, but yeah, I mean, you know, the wiki ratings, you know, they say he's bad for trials, which is true, but he's more of a Dark Visions unit. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
We all know that as well.
And I do think that's okay. I've said this before, but I think it's a good design where Gumi would actually design a unit for one specific popular type of content. You see this in other gachas where there are units specifically built for the PvP content, for instance. That's very common. And since
we have a bunch of units like that, like, you know, pretty much all the tanks are built for trials. They're not built for Dark Visions.
Yeah, exactly. Well, although on the other hand, trials is kind of like the default content, right? And DV is kind of the weird content, and we do have units built for DV, but maybe not as blatantly obvious as Zidane.
Even if he is very good in DV, he is still also very much a pain in the ass to use in DV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. I mean, that's half the reason. So, like, you know, that's half the reason why I'm trusting Sinzar on this to not do dailies, because, you know, actually I do know that even if I got Zidane, I'm not sure I would be able to put up with the whole complicated setup shit.
I mean, it's simple. Just pull for Hawkeye in a few weeks. He'll definitely be there.
Oh, yeah. Let's see. Well, at this point, you know, I'm not getting anything. Now I'm fucking hoarding. Let's see what happens. But yeah, it's an interesting banner. We're finally getting another design unit, and she actually looks pretty sweet. Her design is cool. And let's see what the actual kit brings. Like, is there case, like, is it just another boring mage, or is this actually going to be a very exciting unit? Just being able to break already puts her higher up in my book, because I like units that can do multiple things, because then you have more use of them.
Already from what I've seen, wouldn't mind her on a random pull.
Yeah, exactly.
One more thing I could mention is the scheduled maintenance is 9 hours. It's also the end of the month, so we're probably getting a big client update with hopefully a lot of
quality of life.
Exactly. One thing we're really overdue for is the damage breakdown report after fights.
Oh yeah.
So I'm hoping that goes in.
But how about the
mass
new
auto-fuse? Please.
Yeah, auto-fuse. Dream, you've been like mentioning this like daily, I think, in the Discord. And there's also the new
so much.
But there's also the new stat breakdown for units, right? We never got them. We might not get it, I guess. I don't know.
Sure. Because we've got like some of our own kind of global UI like stuff with the stat screen.
But I would love a damage report. I would love to be able to see, like, hey, this unit did this. So damage report, for those that don't know, like, after the battle, you get to see, like, what every unit contributed to the battle. So you could actually see that, last gen contributed 80% of the damage. And then you can maybe realize that, something must be wrong with my build for another unit because they're not pulling their weight and stuff like that. That's going to be really good.
There is one thing I'd point out about you saying you're hoping to get the UI change. As far as the stat screen, I was talking to a friend about it. We probably are actually never getting that on global because it just wouldn't work in English. Like, for example, the killer screen.
Yeah, I was thinking that as well.
Yeah, like in Japanese, a racial name is one symbol. On global, they've got it right like aquatic, which is like 7 letters. It just wouldn't fit at all on the screen.
They could use the icons that we have for the different killer types.
Yeah, but that would be smart.
That is correct. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, because like those are nice. They could work, but I mean, I don't care. I think our current UI is okay. I don't mind having to press one extra time to figure out what my killers are and so on. Besides, there's still a lot more stats than you could fit on a single screen anyway. So there's still the need for a more screen.
There's 3 like modes that you switch the JP1 between.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but let's see. That's actually a good point, Sinzar, that it's a 9-hour. So wait, what's the time frame then? Is it like, does it end at a normal time, or does it end 4 hours after the normal time?
I think I think it always starts 4 hours before like the daily rollover, and
Okay.
it should be like 5 hours after. So that's like a couple hours longer than normal.
Yeah, so it's gonna be longer than normal. Okay, that sucks. That means that on Thursday we're all gonna be sitting there blue balled with our dicks in our hands, like 5 hours longer. But hey, at least Discord
5
gets a
hours?
lot of traffic during those hours.
Last I checked, normal maintenance isn't 4 hours long, but
yeah, interesting. I actually look very forward to at least seeing the data mine on Thursday, figuring out more of what she has in her kit. It's a good looking unit, interesting. More Lapis in the story, as well as a new event. So that's good. That's good. I'm gonna
I
keep
like
hoarding.
Paris just glossing over the fact that he can't do math.
What do you mean? Why can't I do math? Oh, you mean
It's
about
like-
the?
It's like, yes, our normal maintenance time of 9 hours is 5 hours longer than that.
I thought normal maintenance is 4 hours.
No, it's not.
No,
Like 6 or 7 hours.
Oh. Oh, but wait, that doesn't make sense in my time. Server reset is at 10 a.m. and game goes live at 1 p.m. No, wait, no, it doesn't.
and maintenance would start at 6 a.m. for you.
Oh, it doesn't start at server reset. Oh, I did not know that.
No, it starts 4 hours before reset. Currently.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Then I get
Yeah.
it. Then I get it. All right. Well, yeah. Any closing thoughts? Anyone that has something more to say about this banner or your hopes for the future?
I hope in the future that they take this fan design boss and do more with it other than just like a super easy one-shot event boss, but we'll see.
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, we're supposed to get the whole morale battles thing right soon.
Yeah.
Maybe they switch it up and do those for them or something. I don't know. Could be cool. I'm still really looking forward to that. That's going to be another type of content we can play in this game, and that is huge to me.
They might also put some zombie mechanics in the morale battle so we can get some use out of Calmia.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Wait, do we have anyone else that can cure zombie?
NVA Fina. NVA Lotus Fina.
Yeah, she can do it AoE, but only once every 6 turns with her like big brave shift ability.
All right. Okay, cool. Exciting weeks. Thanks for this. And Sinzar, thanks again for helping me not pull today, because like this is new to me and I need to be strong.
Save for Sephiroth.
Yeah, exactly. That's really
Yes.
what I'm thinking. I want to, be able to pity units, and it's a long journey for me. I still need 45,000 Lapis, but we're going slowly. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining in and chilling, and special thanks to Sinzar, RedAsh, and Dream for joining in. You have all a fantastic Tuesday, and let's all look forward to being really blue-balled on... No, wait, sorry. It's Tuesday today, so it's like weeks. It's so difficult. I look forward to getting blue-balled on Thursday, because I have to wait a lot of more hours. Not 5, right, Dream?
Yeah. Like 3 more than regular.
That's too long. Like, do you know how many times I can masturbate in 2-3 hours? Like,
I really don't want to.
I mean, I could
Nobody
tell
wants
you,
to
like,
know.
if you're interested, I will tell you. I will share this information with you.
Just stop the damn recording, Barris.
All right. Have a good week, everyone. Bye.
Bye, everyone.